Okay, this next lesson is still using equations to solve word problems, but this time we're doing what's called type 2, which is perimeter of rectangles. So we're going to find the length and the width of rectangles. So in order to do that, you got to know, first of all, what is the formula for perimeter of a rectangle, and that's 2 lengths plus 2 width. Because again, you're adding a length, a width, a length, a width. So you got 2 lengths and 2 widths. And you're doing the perimeter, you're adding all the way around. So this is 2 lengths plus 2 widths. And that's your perimeter. So we're going to use this formula, but we've got to come up with our little let statements like we did on the last talk. All right, so let's see. We've got to say the length of a rectangle is 6 more than its width. So again, what we've been doing is we always make the last thing mentioned equal to x. We could use w if you wanted to. We could do that. Actually, that might even be easier. Let's do that. Let's use w for width. All right, so we're going to let w equal the width. So therefore, when we get an answer, we're already going to know one of our dimensions out of the 3, the width or the length. All right, so next thing we're going to do is figure out how to write the length. So the length, we're not using L, but we're going to use width, but we have to kind of describe length in terms of width. So it says the length is 6 more than the width. So this is really W plus 6. 6 more than the width. 6 plus more than the width. So we're going to use this guy right here. All right. So now we're going to plug what we know here into all of this. So the first thing we know is the perimeter is 24. So we'll put that in there. We know we have 2 times the length, which we're using as W plus 6 plus 2W. And that's our equation. So we have everything in terms of W, which means when we get done, we're going to have the width, and then we're going to plug in to get the length. All right, so we're going to clean this up. So distribute 2W plus 12 plus 2W. 24 equals 4W plus 12. Subtracting 12 from both sides. 12 equals 4W. So W equals 3. All right, so W is equal to 3. So again, we go over here and we plug the 3 in right there for the W. So 3 plus 6 equals the length. So the length is equal to 9. So our dimensions are the length equals 9 and our width equals 3. And again, if I were to add 9 plus 9 plus 3 plus 3, I will get 24. And that's how you do it. So we're going to do one more example. Let's do number, number 9. Let's just do number 9, the one on the bottom. Because they pretty much are all the same setup. This one's a little bit more complicated, so I'm going to do that one for you. All right, so the length of a rectangle is 5 less than twice its width. Find the perimeter. Okay, so again, we're going to use that same formula. 2L plus 2W. And again, that's something you just need to know how to do. So we have the formula, and then now we're doing our let step. Okay, so we're going to look at the last thing all at the end. That's W. So if this had said the width is blah, 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 length, we would use length first. But we're going to use W. Okay, W equals the width. Okay, and so our length is going to be L, which we're going to make 5 less than twice its width. So 5 less than twice its width. This is again one of those turnaround phrases. Okay, 5 less than twice its width. So twice its width minus 5. We got to do 5 less than 2W. Okay, and then we're going to plug in this formula. We know that the perimeter is 56. So 56 equals 2 times 2W minus 5. So again, in place of L, I'm putting this plus 2W. And All right, 56 equals 4w minus 10. Remember, you got to distribute the 2 to both things. Plus 2w. 56 equals, looks like 6w minus 10, combining like terms. Adding 10 to both sides gives us 66 is equal to 6w. So w equals, when you do division, 11. All right, remember that we take this and we plug it in way over here to get our length. So 2 times 11 minus 5. So let's see. 2 times 11 is 22, minus 5 is 17. So our length is 17 and our width equals 11. And there we go. And that's how you do these.